Hey guys, Tyler2K here. Just got back and I just see the Lidia Sobieska trailer was released for Tekken 8. I've been doing a little bit of studying on Tekken 7 with the older characters, kind of getting ready and refreshing my memory when it comes to like muscle memory and things like that for newer characters. But I haven't put too much time into Lidia, so this will be a first watch. This is going to be, yeah, you know what? Let's do the normal thing where it's like, oh hey, it's a clean watch. I don't know what's going to happen, and then I'll do live reaction, and then we'll do the more breakdown afterwards. I'm not a Lydia expert, so heavy disclaimer going forward. Let me go ahead and cue this up, and I'm gonna try my best not to pause. Okay, we've got the Lydia stage from Tekken 7. Going back to what we had seen already. That's probably gonna be her intro where she just breaks a bunch of shit, just like Paul Phoenix. Whoa, this song though, what the hell? Kind of a you know, they kind of go in the house route with Tekken 8, which I don't hate. I like house personally. Like almost like, almost techno jazz close. Okay, nice duck. Looks like maybe some sort of orbital option. Homing base, so it looks very similar to like Leo's. Oh, okay, new option from back turn from the retreat stance. L sweep right away. No thing guaranteed into a big overhead. Okay. Ooh, Lydia, Jin intro. Lydia's karate versus Mishima karate. Okay, still has the manual low parry. Nice. Okay, still has the just friend parry too. Wall stand forward too, very similar. Yeah, a lot of characters now have high, mid-highs. Ah. Oh, interesting. That was a very low knockdown state there. So maybe that won't even wall splat. Maybe they're going to nerf all the wall splats. Hopefully, that'd be great. Okay. New 2 option charge. Ooh, new buff version of down 3. 4 for 2 with power crush. Uh-oh. That's a heat mode buff. Right into cat too, huh? Ah. Oh, manual parry just like fucking Reina. Okay. New back 3 series, new animation. Back 2 structures. Forward 4 structure now causing air spin. Ooh, and into attack throw. Okay. Wow, big lifter knee. I'm curious how fast that is. Interesting. I don't remember Lydia having a lifter knee. Oh my god, it says her name. That's pretty funny. Okay. Hopefully that was Polish. It looked like Portuguese. That was weird. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at it again. Interesting. She kind of looks very similar to her T7 iteration, which is okay by me. Oh, we have an outro. Oh, what's that? Macarons and stuff? What if restaurant's still open? Uh-oh. Oh, if that restaurant's still open. Okay, is there a release date? Summer? Survey says we're getting to end. Nothing. Okay, let's go over it one more time and we'll slow it down and let's see if I can catch anything else. Again, I'm not a Lydia expert here, so my apologies ahead of time. Okay. So we start right away. She ducks Hermit 2-3. That is a double high string. Duck option into some sort of hop kick with a homing property based on it. Obviously, it's not her old up forward 4, which was the instant spin launcher. So it'd be weird for them to get rid of it. It wouldn't be the weirdest thing in the world to get rid of it, but it would be atypical. I can say that right away. Okay, homing state. Okay, into the old 1-2. 2, okay, where she enters into stance. They show it right away. Oh, she goes for back 4. And then get with the dunk. So back 4-4 off of cat 1, I think that is. Oh, what? Oh, that was interesting at the end there. She was in like a ground state. What was that? Oh, she recovers into FC. Weird choice. Okay, she blocks back 2 parry, so -10. 4-4-2 plus frame. Okay, a new version of her stance entrance. And then she goes for up 4-4 cancel again. I imagine it's up 4-4, although that was a high last time. So what did Leroy go for? Oh, he went for a down McForward. So that means that's not a high, because that he would have high crushed it. Okay, knockdown state into Squirtle 4-4-1+2, now causing a brand new flip over animation. Also, notice how Leroy's recovering really fast after Squirtle. That's probably a nerf. Like, he's already recovered. Lydia's recovering at the same frame, so it might be -1 on hit now. Okay, entrance into drop back. In Tekken 7, the only thing she could do afterwards was the high unblockable. Now she goes for some sort of advancing shredder kick. Probably forward 4-3, entrance cat. 1+2, no longer causing crumple stun. Instead causes ass stun, where she then goes for, looks like cat 2. Cat 2-2, sorry. She has two stances called cat. And then, yeah, cat 2. Cat 2-2, sorry. Most people I think just call it cat 2. Okay, so back forward got parried. Entrance into stance. Notice she kind of flinches there after her back four. So I get she's probably in a stance now. It's hard to tell, But she goes for hell sweep. No longer 1+2 guaranteed, but looks like a stance mix-ups instead. My guess is down back 3 probably no longer has major stun on block. Instead, this looks very similar to Reyna's Heaven's Wrath 1 cancel. Okay, so very similar. So it looks like she might have a power stance built into it. So her new stance, yeah, has a power crush built in, and maybe re-power crush. No, that's hard to tell with the sparkles. And then she goes for the old 4, the advancing 4, which was her heat engager in Tekken 7. She had 2 of them, one out of standing and one out of stance. So far, Lydia is looking very similar to her old iteration, but at the same time, might be a crossover character-ish with Reyna. I don't know how much of Reyna or Lydia has been in Reyna. I don't think a lot. I mean, there's some like theoretical stuff like 4-4-2 options, but I think like Reyna is her own character, so don't read too much into it, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so she goes for Political Storm. Unless that was just 1-2. Maybe that's just 1-2. Okay, yeah, it's 1-2-3. So same tool that she previously had, CDS drop under. Goes for the CDS option. So she does have a command low parry. That's this move here, which evidently guarantees the forward 4-1. Hard knockdown. You probably get Squirtle guaranteed here. Instead, she goes for 4-4-3, which is a steel pedal. So it's interesting to see that 4-4-3 no longer has a steel pedal effect on it. It might be more similar to Raven 4-4-4, which has a ground steel pedal effect, but only in flinch. But notice how this is technically in flinch. There should be a flip over here. But yeah, there's no more steel pedal effect on 4-4-3. So 4-4-3 probably is no longer -14 either. Okay, back 1-2, that's a high. She parries it. You have 2 options with Lydia's parry. When you perform your back 2+4 here, you can either go for the normal parry, which is kind of a canned animation, or the just frame version, which requires a little bit more execution. It's not super difficult, but it does take some timing. She does have other just frame moves, such as back 3, which we'll see later, and the stand 3 line, which I presume she still has, which are just frame blue sparks, but they aren't actually just frames. This one actually does require some timing. Okay, causing knockdown. Okay, good duck on down 4, so she's +12, wall stand forward 2. She was one of the first characters with this kind of new Tekken 8 style mid high, punishers. Okay, drop stance. She goes for the 3 option. So I think this is cat 1-3, which is a high counter hit tool. Probably not anymore. Oh, look at that. She down forward 2+3 parried his high kick. That's brand new. Down forward 2+3 used to be a right punch only. So if Jin was to go for electric in this position, her down forward 1+2 would parry it. But now she parried his kick. Ooh, that's a substantial buff. Because yeah, the down forward 1+2 was safe on block. It's only -2, so it sets up perfect frame traps. Video number 3, I talk about that all the time. I actually talk about Lydia in that video too. Video number 3, top right corner. But now she has a different variation on it. So she has the down forward 1+2 Sabaki into a just frame high. This is brand new to 8. This might actually require just frame. Very similar to Leroy back 2. They buffed it in the latest patch. But in this one, the latest patch for Leroy, he still has it and it does a little bit extra. So this might be something similar. But maybe not, because he does a normal standing spin state. So that would be by the wall. That would be an option. So maybe it's high kick only. It'd be weird to have a kick Sabaki when it used to be a right punch Sabaki. Same thing. Not the weirdest thing in the world to get rid of it, though. Okay, into straight punch. Oh, okay, we cut to the future. Okay, gives a big overhead dunk. Notice how she takes a step forward. So Heat Burst, gonna have a ton of range. Okay, and she goes for Heat Smash, like a delayed 1+2 option. It's in slow motion, so it's hard to tell, but that looks maybe I-16. And then, like I mentioned earlier in the first reaction, notice how Jin doesn't get like kicked horizontally. He gets kicked to the ground. So this probably doesn't cause a proper wall splat. This is probably similar to like Dragunov running to Heat Smash, that you wall splat him, but nothing's guaranteed. That's my guess. Okay, so Reina goes for a cheap attack, I guess. But Lydia's ready. Nice parry on the full crouch down forward 4 or whatever that might be. Holy cow, we're sucker punch is so anime. Oh, nice. I didn't notice the whale in the background either. That's kind of cool. Adding a little effect at the end of night. Yeah, you can see the splash. Okay, so she interrupts with some sort of 1+2. That's a brand new attack. Oh, that looks very similar to Paul. Paul has a string that looks like that. That's like his old up back 1+2 too, which has been changed into stance, hard knockdown state, ass stun. You see the whale in the background. And then she goes for a charge variation of the 1+2. Charged attacks cannot be sabakied or reversed. They can still be power crushed through, which is a weird mechanic. Also, this charge attack likely is enhanced during heat mode. So either it's going to be A, faster, like we're playing a character like Bear, or B, it's going to be unblockable or cause a guard break state like Brian, Paul, other power striker characters. In this case, it's just plus. So down 3, brand new move. Oh, down 3 is not brand new, but the extension down 3-1 is brand new. And then she goes for a big 2 afterwards. So a double high string, low, high, high. But look at the knockdown away on the down 3-1-2. That's incredible. A lot of pushback. That's probably still going to be a spin state. In Tekken 7, it was down 3-4 was her typical long range structure. But yeah, here it looks to be a little bit different. But yeah, that's definitely hard knockdown. Okay, heat mode. So Sentai 3. So basically plus. Power Crush. Oh, actually, come to think of it, did she go for a breaker? Yeah, she went for Power Crush, and that beat Power Crush. Uh-oh. New mechanics. Her counter hit tool beat Power Crush. Okay, now she goes for 2. Oh, look at that. So 2 normally wouldn't be guaranteed here. 2 is -11 on block, but it causes an attack throw. Obviously strengthened by heat mode. Crazy. And it's a standing 50-50. And this used to be her old mix-up with the low heat smash too. Interesting. Mid interrupt into a big punch. You probably sidestep to the right. Also, that's like a floating knockdown state. So this would definitely wall splat. And at tip range, you might get something, but it's hard to say. You might get like 4-4-3. Tip to the wall. Okay, running 1. Oh, look at that. Right into whatever the power stance. Although look, 1+2 is now a high. I believe that was mid previously. But yeah, that's a very quick transition. If we were to play this at full speed, you can kind of get an idea of how fast it is. Running 1, look at that, right into stance. You have to guess instantly. That's crazy. Okay, high option. That might actually be a guard breaker state. That looks kind of similar to Jack's variation. Okay, parry. So very similar to Reina's Heaven's Wrath heat mode. But instead of saying guaranteed, it looks like it's just a pure mix-up. Although big overhead chop. That's class 2 launcher. And we see the whale again. Okay, double entrance. So she entered Cat 2 manually. Cat 2-2. Into down forward 4-2. Kind of similar to like, not Katarina, but whatever her name is. Asusena. Similar-ish. Oh, into, yeah, back 3, 4, 1+2 with a slightly new animation. Yeah, and this is a blue spark, but in this case, all it means is you did a half circle forward 1+2 rather than a more easy input. So kind of similar to Leo's BBP. Okay, so we see, what was that? Like a standing mid punch? That's a brand new move. Obviously, it's a heat engage or heat dash cancel. Back 2-3. Little floaty. Okay, into down back 1, or back 1+2. I love this move. Really good filler, and also it high crushes and safe on block. To forward 4-3. 4, yeah, slightly new animation. She used to have a mix up between a mid and a high. They did nerf it in the final season 4 patch though, or late season 4 in general. They nerfed her because yeah, she was a little overtuned, but she got kind of really gutted, similar to Falcon Falcon got overkilled. Maybe one day I'll make that video, but not today. To down 4 3. Oh, and that's the attack throw. So kind of similar to what is he called? Claudio has an animation very similar to that. So that's kind of cool, ending with the down 4 3. It probably causes wall splat, but doesn't give you extension. Notice the downward trajectory on the final hit. So you probably get bonus damage and maybe better Oki, but still. Okay, now so she off a wall stand? Man, if she's at a wall stand, she's already a monster out of FC. She's one of the only characters in the game. Okay, so she's basically a full crouch version of Lars. Lars has a Punisher for every single breakpoint except for I-11. He has a 10, a 12, a 13, a 14, and a 15. Where the 14, 15, and 16, and 17, where the 14, 15, 16 are all launchers. So Lidia is very similar. So this might just be wall stand 3. So they got rid of her I-13 Punisher. I believe it is, while also that really late active frame. Also kind of a floaty wall stand 3, almost like Falcon. So yeah, clearly this is either wall stand 3, so they either got wall stand 3, because wall stand 3-2 used to be I-14 wall bounce option, and then she had wall stand 1 on 13. But this kind of looks similar to like Falcon wall stand 3, although that was counter hit only for the combo. Also notice how it's causing instant tornado spin, so it's a little bit devalued. We could probably count frames, but I'm not going to count frames here. Into Rage Art. And then again, the Rage Art we see, so an advancing punch, so probably has good range. And we see her name, so Lidia Okosz, so it's probably Polish. And then like Ultima, Olmiso, Olmisik? Yeah, I don't know. I don't speak any Polish or like, yeah. So that was cool. Yeah, so that was Lidia Sobieska. I'm glad I saw it. Otherwise, I was about to start recording for final round or whatever we're at right now. Combo breaker, sorry, my apologies. And yeah, we get her checking out food. So shout outs to that. I'm sure someone will translate it. Shout outs to Jacob. But yeah, comments, questions, concerns, YouTube, Red Twitcher, feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Later, guys.